So, growing up, I know for myself that I am unique and somewhat different from my peers. I feel inside me as a man, but inside I know I am soft and feminine. I think two souls inside my body, but I don't know which one to choose. I have a sexual attraction to both sexes, but no romantic interest in a man. This became a conflict as I grew up in a conservative family with a toxic masculine dogma around me. I needed to play two roles in life, a discreet masculine inside our house and a soft and androgynous person outside. But I did not survive the homophobic slurs, hate, and physical attacks. Imagine walking on the streets and you will receive a word like faggot, shame, demon, etc. Then when you get unlucky, there will be someone who will grab my bat, poke my butthole with their hands, or beat the back of my head. That's how life works for me growing up. Then when I was in sixth grade, I joined a school sleepover. Then one of my male classmates lay beside me and started poking his penis in my back. Then he gripped me so tightly and said, "Don't move obscenely." Then the others began masturbating in front of me. And when they finished their thing, they wiped their semen into my face. Then the first man holds my hand forcefully to his penis. After that night, I told it to my close relatives and friends. Then instead of comforting me, they laugh at me and say that I must be thankful that someone of my age actually abused me. Then the next was in November of 2019, before the lockdown. And the predator is someone I genuinely respect, as he is a top professor. We became friends and trusted him completely, knowing that I didn't even suspect him of doing such thing to me. He invited me to his house, then he pulled me into his room, then he did something very unexpected to me. He naked himself, then starts masturbating in front of me while calling and moaning my name. After that, he threatened me not to say anything to anyone, or he will make sure that I will be dropped out of my school. I feel so bad, so much fear, anxiety. I feel worthless. I feel alone, and I have no one to lean on. But I took the courage to tell my trusted teacher and guidance counselor. They wanted me to act and report to the authorities. But I got scared because of his threat and become the center of attraction in our school. That's why I kept my silence. My story alone is a single view of what gender-based violence looks like. But when we examine the bigger picture of it, you might ask yourself, is this the life we want for other people? Imagine your sibling, your mother, or anyone close to your heart being sexually, emotionally, economically, physically, and mentally abused. And the saddest part is when we are killed and attacked just because of our gender and sexuality. People like us need to stay silent and feel worthless and hiding in our dark shadows because of trauma, anxiety, depression, and fear. In this pandemic, many LGBTIQ were neither evicted from their houses nor abused by the people they are locked down in. Suppose we do not report those because of the existing risks, vulnerabilities, and the fear. In that case, these present restrictions add to our burden. In many countries like the Philippines that did not recognize LGBTIQ rights, this creates a vast inequality in accessing social protection for their family, especially their children. If this lockdown is a burden to everyone, it is a curse for us, LGBTIQ, women, and other key population with diverse gender and sexuality. That is why I always ask the people who are against gender equality and justice and the conservatives, is this a life you want us to live? Do we deserve this? Is this the morality that you are telling us all the time? You speak about gender and sexuality, immorality, but why can't you talk about the hate, the violence, the pain, discrimination, and stigma we always experience? If this is the life of being member of LGBTIQ, how I wish I could indeed change myself. But if I change myself because of those, am I living the truth of myself? So, thank you so much, everyone. Over to you.